one of the things that both of our businesses, Todd, deliver is actual results that are virtually guaranteed. Over your right shoulder is Jack Nicklaus eyeing up a putt. I could pay Jack Nicklaus for an appearance. I could be able to say somebody that, if I wanted to learn to putt, if I wanted to learn to play golf that better than I ever have before, I'm pretty sure he could do it, but he would do it at a pretty high expense. I figure a lot of the reason why people will look at SiteStaff or they'll look at Limitless and automatically pull back is they believe that they may not be able to afford us. But that's a big fallacy based on what they're actually getting in return. So what are people maybe irresponsibly or just in human nature anticipating that it's going to cost them, where they may not be looking at the full picture, or just, ignorance is bliss, or it just may be a huge shot in the foot when they realize I should have done this a long time ago because I misunderstood what the investment is or how I'm incentivizing you or paying for your services, where it's not really much like that at all. It's a different mentality. They just need to understand what it's like to work with you, right? So tell people what they're actually getting when they hire you and why there really is no expense. The expense is really what they're paying right now.
And it's funny that you ask it that way, Jonathan. I like the analogy you draw. For us, I will tell you that I've said this to numerous clients, prospective and current, as well as, friends and strangers on the street. We have never had a client send us money out of their account. We have always, in our business, written our own checks from the money we've saved them. So a client with us will never run into anything that doesn't give them a limitless ROI. Every single check has come from the savings that we've found a client. The only thing a client could be concerned with is, I can't believe I had to pay Limitless that much, which means the client has saved that much. And in any time that you can say that you could save a customer $1 million or $1.7 million or $600,000, or even a smaller client where we may have only saved them $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, being a far, far, far smaller client in maybe only one line of service. Every single time, they've never written a check because it's always come from what they gave us. And much like your business, they gain a client, they pay you a service fee, and your client is there. They are paying for the ability to, number one, expose themselves to the market. Number two, right, is for ensuring that they have a long-term stat and a great marketing presence for them to continue to build business. I like to think of us as two players with great offenses and defense. You're never going to win a Super Bowl just having a great offense. You have to have a great defense too. And you're never going to win a Super Bowl just having a defense. You have to have someone that can put points on the board. So I think that, when I look at us in combination as people that appreciate each other's business models, it really is about two great things, two great processes being built on an offense and a defense to win a Super Bowl. And that's the end game, right? Is to really have a super company that provides, a super value that is super profitable.
The number that sticks out to me isn't the 1.7 million, although that's a lot of money. I'm actually as interested in the 30,000. I want to clarify something here, Todd. You said for a small client where you're only able to deliver $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 in savings. $30,000 in savings is a small client for Limitless. $30,000. That's not chump change. $30,000 is the difference of you in a pandemic being able to retain your amazing caregivers, cover your bills. This isn't something that's going to last for years and decades here. This is talking about something that is a substantial pain, and this is certainly a small term inconvenience, difficult position for us to be in financially, tough thing that's going to make its mark in our society without question. But $30,000, we're talking about $2.2 trillion of economic stimulus where people that may be laid off or in furlough get $1,200. That's not a lot of money.
No.
$30,000 of a small client savings in a year, that's substantial. Most of us can be able to equate that to pretty substantial savings and a different way of doing business thanks to hiring Limitless, not having to write a check of something that Todd Larson makes. This is a cut of what you're saving me to begin with. There literally is no expense. This is all savings.
All savings. And, you know, the piece that you look at when it's residual effect, when it's reducing that cost going forward, that never becomes an ending ROI. It truly is a limitless return on investment. And for clients, when they're thinking about these things, they have to think about what their upside is. I would still say to any client, always watch your expenses. And many of them would say that they do. And I'm sure they're doing a great job. The only difference is I have a team of geologists that know where the gold is, know where the diamonds are, and know how to recover them without putting undue stress and pressure on the staff and or the owners.